I tapped the bottom of the fountain with the heel of my shoe twice. The girl, still not quite sure what was happening, did the same in response. She was wearing a short blue dress with some flowers that made her clothes light and airy, and sandals. The girl was exquisite in herself, and the wet things clinging to her figure added to her fragility, which was the saving grace for us two weirdos standing hip deep in the water. Out of the corner of my eye I could see one of my brothers grinning, and random passers-by stopping to stare at us. You bet, it's not every day you see two people falling into a fountain in the center of town. It's weird, isn't it? I see her for the first time, she doesn't know me, and we continue to stand there looking at each other. When I get out of the water, I'm going to strangle my favorite brother, who pushed me here, but now I can't just get out of this pool, help the girl, who I caught in the fountain with me during my flight, and get away. Once we started attracting people, let's end it nicely, smiled. The girl grinned back, this situation clearly amused her. As I said, I tapped my heel twice on the bottom. The girl was clearly confused, not understanding what I wanted from her, but answered me with the same movement. Music, I asked people, feeling my heart start to pound harder. The song, John, 2. 14 inches played loudly and beautifully from someone's phone. The summer sun left traces on the surface of the water in the fountain. The traces made me squeeze my eyes shut, but I sighed and took a step forward, extending my hand. She was taken aback by the surprise, but still she squeezed my hand. And, slightly inspired by the music, we started dancing right there in the water. I can't even say that we did it beautifully. I wasn't a professional dancer, the girl apparently wasn't either. But still, we were moving. A strange mix of waltz, tango and something else. No idea what. People were smiling quite a bit and filming us with cameras, phones, cameras, whoever had what hand. I even heard a whispered, "How beautiful." And we all danced. I spun the girl around my axis at arm's length, after which I pressed her against me and finally let go of her hand. But the girl stayed close to me, continuing to dance just like that, on the spot. And I recognized her moves. It was a Kenzo commercial with a guy and a girl in the water dancing. She, my partner, was doing the same moves. There were still about 30 seconds left until the end of the song. We stood opposite each other, our bodies separated by a few centimeters of space. I could smell her body odor, delicious, in some ways even clouding my mind. See the outlines of her slender figure, which was beautifully emphasized by the wet, close-fitting dress. She was looking carefully into my eyes, then at my white shirt, which from the water took on a grayish tint, and smiled. Minutes of glory. Minutes of passion. Minutes of attraction. The last seconds of music. The girl and I stopped at the same time and turned to the audience. "Lo par Kenzo," she said, and we laughed. People applauded, whistled and shouted something along the lines of, "More. Bravo." I then kissed my partner's hand, thanked her for the dance, jumped out of the fountain and rushed to catch up with my fleeing brother.